The world is different.
Beyond a lifetime ago, a war between nature and civilization arose overnight, seemingly without reason. 50 years ago, it paused in a tense stalemate.
1 year ago, on a cold winter's day, the mountainous city of Bulwark erupted as its long-held godly prisoner escaped his chains from beneath the stone. The decimation was the righting of a great wrong, but a terrible price was paid.
Our heroes, who set the freedom and destruction in motion, were called to the lands of their former enemy to help this god on his path to reascension. Their mission complete, their eyes turned back to a threat at home.
They look at their footprints, at the trail that they've blazed, a trail that led them to redemption and peace. Now, the same footprints lead them back home, and they walk a path where they might just find the end. And as the sun rises over the summit, they face the day together. Hello, and welcome back to another path. My name is Chase, and I continue to be your GM. Today, Jackson and Addie venture into the Temple of Amareya Dejani to find what lies within. Thank you to our backers, Tyler, Joel, and Xander, for their support. If you like what you hear and you like what we've been doing, consider donating to us at patreon.com/ghostlightmedia. And with that, sit back, relax, and enjoy your trip down another path.
Start walking through the door, out the door. There's only one door. Does it feel like we are underground?
Yes.
Okay. So if there's one door, we're gonna follow the flame that went that way. And did it look like a sprite, or did it's just magical fire?
It looked like the floor was illuminated from beneath, and it looked like it just kind of followed a pattern around the room and then went out the door.
Yeah, that sounds about right. All right, let's go that way and make stealth checks.
Oh, this is gonna go poorly. Oh wait, no, we have.
You have advantage.
Okay, go ahead and roll some stealth.
Oh no.
24.
Addie.
12.
Okay, cool.
Nowhere near as bad as I thought it was going to be.
I did roll one on the other dice.
This is why we cast magic.
You are greeted to a room twice as wide as the one you left and significantly more narrow. A hallway, generally. As you exit the forge, there is another massive set of doors that are highly decorated. A fresco depicting, Jackson, an image that is familiar to you, a massive red dragon carrying a stout forge hammer. This one also depicts the dragon wearing a blacksmith's apron. Mm-hmm. Which is a good look on a dragon, surprisingly.
That's pretty good. Hey, that's Amareya Dejani. And that, I think... And then Mordecai is a smaller version of that. We did find one of those. Does it open?
So you go to push it, and it does not open. But as you push it, you do notice something else about it. At the base of the fresco, there are 3 depictions of fire made out of a more ruby material. 2 of them are dull. Normally, you wouldn't look twice at them, and except for the 3rd one in the middle, which is lit from behind.
All right. Well, this is Addie. This one's new to me. The other temples didn't have this.
Okay, so describe that to me again. There's 3.
You have Amareya Dejani, and then beneath him, there are 3 images of fire made out of ruby. One of them is lit up.
Does it look like... Can I look and see if the thing that I just lit up is what caused it? Like, is there a trail to follow that it would make sense that I've lit one?
That is a reasonable conclusion to draw, but there is not a circuit that is connecting the door to that.
All right. Are there any other ways to go? Is there anything else in this room?
There are many ways to go. There is a door to the northwest. There is a door to the southwest. There is a door to the northeast. There is a door to the southeast. Oh, and I'm sorry, and a door immediately behind you directly south. And that's the one you just came through.
Great. Okay. All right. Anything special about any of the doors?
There is one door that is just an archway, and there is one door that is like propped open.
All right. Addie, you haven't done this before, so I guess, am I about to teach you dungeon delving? I guess I am. All right. So first rule is you always go to the left. You start at the left from the door you came in. It's very important. You start at the left and you go down that way first. And then you make your way clockwise, not counterclockwise, because, well, I don't know why. But you just go clockwise around the room, and then you eventually, hopefully, have seen everything. I think we just have to light the other two, and then we'll be good. Because we want to go through the big, shiny door.
Right.
We move towards the archway, the first one on the left. Proper Dungeon Delving 101 with Professor Silver.
Good.
Where doors are on the other side of this hallway, you find only an archway, decorated beautifully in depictions of fire, dragons, and hammers. The door gives way to what at one point must have been a beautiful foyer for this temple. A fountain sits near the back of the room, and at the very top of it, there is a brazier, much like the one that you just saw in the middle of the forge. It is different, though, in one very clear and obvious way. The wood that is clearly supposed to be inside, sit in the middle, is floating above it at different levels, just kind of sitting there stationary in the middle of the air. Somehow it has been magicked. Hard to tell at this distance. The other interesting thing about the room is that the back half of the room doesn't exist. The room just cuts off into an inky blackness of a cavern. You can feel a very faint gust of wind from some unknown cave opening miles and miles away, cut through and carrying that damp cave scent with it.
Huh. Well, that's new. Hey, Addie, you're the wizard magic person here. Why is that floating?
That is a good question. Let me check one of my spells.
Sure.
How far away are the logs?
About 50 feet.
Darn it. The logs are too far away for detect magic. I do not know. That's really weird.
That is really weird. All right. So, I have learned the lesson through the rest of the dungeon delving to check with the magic person when weird things are happening in these places. When the magic person doesn't have an answer, we just go for it. And I'm going to go try to get to the logs.
Okay.
To try to grab them and put them back in the brazier.
Okay. You climb up the fountain, and you just kind of like are trying to climb into the brazier to pull them down.
Is the fountain running?
No, the fountain is not running. At one point, this would have been a very nice, like, fire and water feature.
And they're just up?
Yeah, they're just kind of, like, up suspended in the air.
How far?
Above the brazier, like, between, like, 3 and 5 feet.
Okay. Are they all... Is it a bundle, or is it, like, individual pieces?
There are, like, 4 or 5 pieces, just kind of, like, at different levels, scattered about.
I climb the brazier. I pull the immovable rod from my pack.
I'm going to stop you right there. Because as you put your hand up onto the brazier to pull yourself in, you hit something that you couldn't see. Your hand slides into like a goop that you can't see. And then it moves.
Oh no!
Roll initiative.
No!
Anybody get above a 15?
18.
18, okay. Jackson goes first. And Addie, what'd you get?
11.
11, okay. Jackson, you go first. You are currently stuck. You cannot pull your hand out of whatever it is that is in this brazier, and you feel it burning.
Great. I'm not concerned because I have resistance.
Allow me to be more specific. It is an acidic burn.
I've had that before.
Mm-hmm.
Does it feel like something is grabbing me, like a thing, or like a trap or a...
Roll me a perception check.
Okay. 19.
Now that you're up here, and being much closer, you can see the outline of a cube made of transparent goo.
Oh, no!
Sitting in the brazier.
Great. Perfect. Figured it out. Found it. Addie, I found the problem.
You did?
It's a square. So, like, I got one arm into the goo. I'm just going to pull the scythe with the other arm, and I'm just going to start swinging.
Okay.
Because what else am I going to do? So I will... Yeah, I'm just going to start swinging. Attack the first. A lot. 27.
Crushed it.
That is going to be 13 magical slashing damage.
Okay.
Does anything happen?
It shakes.
Okay, so I didn't cut it into... it didn't instantly divide into smaller squares?
It did not.
Okay. Just checking. Second attack. 18.
Yes.
13 magical slashing damage.
Okay.
And I will use my bonus action to Misty Step 30 feet above it. Or however tall the ceiling is.
Okay. Now you're on the ceiling and you're going to fall immediately into it.
That's fine.
Okay.
So I'll take my bonus action and Misty Step onto the ceiling.
Okay.
And then
you're falling.
Yep. And then it's the next turn, right?
Well, now it's Addie's turn.
Right, but nothing happens to me yet.
I mean, you're going to fall into it like now. You are all you do not get to hover midair.
Next turn, I'm going to use the immovable rod.
Roll me a sleight of hand to be able to like essentially combine these two bonus actions into one.
Okay. 18. Does I have advantage?
Yeah, I'll give it to you. Yeah, no, you fly up and you click the immovable rod, and you are midair. Addie, it is your turn.
Can I roll an Arcana check to see if I know what this thing is?
You may.
That's a 26.
Yes, it's a gelatinous cube.
Oh, fuck!
I've never gotten to use one of these before. They're fun.
Yeah. Okay, so here's what's gonna happen.
Uh-huh.
I see Jackson jump to the ceiling, and I cast Fireball in the brazier. He's 30 feet away. It won't hit him.
It's a dex check, right?
It's a dex.
What's the DC?
16.
On a nat 20, it will take half damage.
Okay.
The stats on this thing are stupid low in weird places.
All right. I am casting it at 3rd level.
That is a 10 minus 4. So a 6. So full damage. Roll away.
All right. And I would like to remind the audience that all ones become twos. But that's a lot of bigger numbers. That is 31 fire damage.
You roast this thing roundly. 31, you said?
31.
Cool. All right. Now, it is its turn. Addie.
Yeah.
This thing charges at you.
Of course it does.
Make me a dex saving throw. You do have advantage.
I do have it. That is a synthetic 20.
Excellent.
It's the best dex save Addie's ever had.
Yep.
Okay, this cube rushes you. You can choose to either be pushed in front of it or to the side of it.
I'm going to say whichever direction is not the inky blackness of death.
Okay, this thing charges at you. You see it coming, and you take a couple of very quick steps back, and this thing slides to a halt immediately in front of you. So you are nose to acidic goop.
Okay.
But it doesn't hit you. And that's its turn. And that is going to take us back to the top of the round. Jackson Silver.
Right. I'm going to do the thing I've wanted to do for a while.
Okay.
Which is I will bonus action Misty Step.
Mm-hmm.
I'll leave the immovable rod there for now. That's fine.
Okay.
And I will, to 20 feet above the cube. I will not take fall damage because of enhance ability.
You will not.
So I'm going to superhero land into the middle of this thing and just cut it to jello.
Let's see some rolls here, my man.
I would like to jello this cube, please.
I think it is physically impossible for you to not hit this thing just with its AC alone.
26.
Yeah, crushed it.
31.
Okay.
Because those are numbers, because I'm at plus 12, and that was a 19. That is 15 magical slashing and 12 magical slashing.
Okay. It is not dead.
Amazing.
Now you're in the middle of this thing.
That's fine.
Okay.
I can cut my way out.
I imagine you will. Addie, you're up.
I expected it to go splat, and it didn't. It's close. Just hit that part of it, please.
I would like to, well, here's my question. If I cast a spell on the cube, I'm assuming Jackson's gonna get hit too.
Spell pending.
Yeah, spell pending. All right. I would like to cast Burning Hands.
Okay.
15-foot cone, dex saving throw.
Okay. -2.
Do I need to make this save as well?
No. There is enough
Okay.
goop in front of you that you will not have to make this save.
That is going to be 10 magical fire damage.
Okay. This thing is still up.
I will then Misty Step away from this thing.
Okay.
Get it, Jackson!
Jackson, you are in the middle of a cube of gelatinousness.
I have been in many worse places.
You have. But this one seems notably bad in this moment.
Yes.
Because you are going to take 6d6 of acid damage.
Okay.
Because you're just in the middle of it. Like, there's no save to not be in the... Well, there is a save to not be in the middle of it, but you haven't had a chance to make it yet.
Yep. That's fine.
23 acid damage.
Cool.
And Addie, this thing is going to try and charge you again. Go ahead and make me that dexterity saving throw. Jackson, you are being pulled along this entire time. Did you
Do I
not
get
20?
an op attack on that as it moves?
Hold on. One thing at a time. Christina, you're holding your arms up in a touchdown pose, and now you're just laughing. That's either a 1 or a 20.
I rolled another synthetic 20!
Okay. You had Misty stepped yourself back closer to the door. This thing tries to charge you again, and you just like boom, 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 back up a little bit more, and this thing cannot touch you.
Praise Jackson's blessings upon me. Thank you so much.
It's great.
Okay, Jackson,
I can't.
roll me.
Do I get an op attack? It does. It's not leaving me, but it is moving.
It is. I will roll me a dex normal. Because normally
Just
it would
a
be at
dexterity?
disadvantage, but it's being canceled out by your buff. So go ahead, roll me flat.
Well, hold on. I need to concentrate on my buff.
Yes.
I concentrate.
Okay.
We're good. All right. So dexterity is going to be... Why did I pick the die? I can't read. Just straight dex or
Yep.
anything?
Dex.
Straight dex is a 14.
14, not enough.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. It's my turn anyway.
Exactly. So you get dragged along, and as soon as you realize what happens, it is your turn.
Cool. I'm going to slice it from the inside.
Okay.
Does it feel like I'm limited by being inside it?
No?
Cool. I attack it. 17 to hit.
Okay.
Second attack is a 27. So that's going to be a total of 29 magical slashing.
Okay. How you want to do this?
I cut a door-shaped hole into it and step out, just dripping.
Yep. As you step out, the form of the cube splorts to the ground.
Ugh, all right. Most of the time, they don't smell.
I'm sorry, I don't know prestidigitation.
That's a real big word. Oh, boy. I'll just kind of shake myself off as best I can. Has the wood fallen into the brazier?
The wood has fallen around you, effectively, so you just got to put it in there.
It was in the cube?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
That's why it was floating in the air.
Right. Cool.
Yep.
while Jackson's cleaning himself off, I'll pick up the logs.
Okay. Place the logs in there. Addie, do you light the brazier?
I will look to Jackson for permission to light the brazier.
Yeah, go ahead. I can only flint and tinder this so many times.
Yeah, I'll light the...
How do you do that?
I don't want to firebolt it because I don't actually want to destroy the brazier.
Good call.
I would say good old-fashioned way, flint and tinder.
And just as Jackson before you did, strike, strike, strike. Sparks hit the wood. They take a moment longer to catch than the ones in the original place did, but also the ones in the forge were not covered in acid? So, makes sense. But sure as the dawn does rise, so do these logs catch on fire. And they go up in a golden flame, and just as in the forge, you do see that lights fill the area beneath the stones beneath your feet, and it kind of sparkles around the room and shoots out towards that central hallway again.
Nice. All right. I bamf up, grab the rod.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. And I bamf back down.
Yep.
Where'd you learn how to do that? Like, I can't even do that much.
We got magical tattoos because when in Lee, actually, we found the missing sorcerer's house of Bulwark, and he gave us magical tattoos.
Addie, history check.
He's cool. We like him. I think he's coming back with us.
You are very familiar with the Shadow Steps. They were an incredibly influential family of shadow sorcerers. That was a noble house of Bulwark. Until right as the wall went up, something happened, and the history books are very foggy as to what exactly went down between the crown and the Shadow Steps, but they were ostracized and kicked out. Everybody thinks they're dead.
Magical tattoos from the Shadow Steps.
Well, just one. We just found the one. I mean, his dad's there, I think.
I am so goddamn jealous I could turn green.
Can you turn green? I don't know.
I cast Minor Illusion.
Okay. That's... All right. We can do a lot. All right. His name's Ricard. He's stand-up guy. And helped us defend Lee and kill the Rakshasa. So, yeah. And we're trying to help him out. And he's going to help us out.
Rumor has it they were dead. His whole family was dead.
Super not dead. Yeah. Hey,
Archie, is that one of those gems lit up now?
Call! Swoop. Call. Yep.
All right. 2 down, 1 to go.
All right. We'll go through the next one.
Okay.
We'll come back out through the center and go to
northwest.
The next one is a jar one.
Yep.
I think. And on the way, I'm going to drink Potion of Golden Sunshine.
Mm-hmm.
To heal myself. I heal for 9.
Nice.
And I kept Enhanceability up. And that's what matters.
Mm-hmm. You go to the northwest door.
All right. So we go through the slightly ajar door.
Yes. The northwest door.
All right. So we stealth and we go through the door.
Okay. Go ahead and roll stealth.
Natural 20, 28.
Cool.
Synthetic 20.
Okay.
I'm just rolling 19 after 19.
Nothing has ever seen you, and nothing ever will again.
No,
until
Jackson.
You trip.
The two of you, very carefully, Scooby-Doo, open this door. It slides open the rest of the way silently, and you find a room full of crates and boxes.
Great.
Once these were filled with foods that were nutritious, healthy. That is all.
Now they
done.
are filled with giant crabs. Roll initiative.
No, that was the first one.
Exactly.
No, these are giant cockroaches.
No, these are now just filled with rotting food. It smells sickeningly sweet. It's awful.
Just close the door.
Yep.
No brazier.
No
Not
brazier.
that big.
You know
It's
what?
very small.
You know
very
what I just
small room.
realized, Jackson?
What?
Your friend Gary is actually a nice reminder of both Amaray, Dejani, and Gaia. He's a little dragon from the Feywilds.
Yeah, it's pretty astute there. She's a smart one.
I hope so. I went to wizarding school for a long time.
Oh shit, you could talk.
Yeah.
Oh shit. No one ever understands me other than him.
Yeah, I can understand Draconic just fine.
Oh, weird. Alright, cool.
Wait, Gary, I thought you've been talking Fey Wrench this whole time.
Look, I'm multilingual.
Well, yeah, we knew that.
When I talk to you, like, you just understand me, because, like, technically you summoned me here.
Magic's weird. All right,
Magic's
so
weird.
nothing here. All right, so now we follow it around clockwise and we go through that one.
The northwest door. Or no, the northeast door, excuse me.
Northeast. Northwest was the
Yeah, we just did that one.
ajar.
You open the door to find a modest chamber with a bed, dresser, and desk. Jackson, you recognize this as being pretty similar to the first temple of Amareya Dejani that you were in. This was where the foreman would stay.
All right, this is the foreman's room, and sometimes he's a ghost.
No brazier in here, though. Again, way too small.
I want to investigate for notes or maps or
Cool.
anything left behind. I would
Give
love to do
me
that.
an investigation check. Addie, are you doing the same?
If he tells me what he's doing, and then I will follow suit, yes.
All right. There's no brazier in here, but I'd like to look for some notes or some, maybe a journal,
All right.
maybe a giant key.
Mm-hmm.
16.
Okay.
That is going to be a 14.
Bad news. You don't find anything like that. Good news. Jackson, roll me 3d10 and give me a number
There it
based off
is.
that.
There it is.
There you go.
All right. I'm terrified.
Okay.
666.
You start tearing through the foreman's possessions, what little they were. And it's mostly, linen shirts, some pants, fine things, but nothing that really, fits for your aesthetic or anything that you're doing. You're about to give up. Wedged at the back of the dresser, you find a robe, and you pull it out, and it is incredible. It is red and black fabric with leather actually stitched in to be an apron. You have found the robe of the foreman.
That's cool. Well, it's the colors are right, and Amareya's stuff is made to last, so that's pretty cool. I pull it out and I kind of shake out the dust or whatever, and I just to the air go, "Anybody here? This is yours.
This is yours.
Gary, stop that.
So I thought it was funny.
It was funny.
Thank you. But I do think it's yours.
Oh, it is now.
I will ritual cast detect magic.
Okay. You find very light traces of transmutation on the robe.
Jackson, may I?
Sure, yeah. I'll hand it over.
Okay.
I will take it and I will cast identify.
This robe has prestidigitation and mending enchanted on it. So it will always repair itself and it will always be clean.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, this is great.
That's very...
It doesn't break and it's always clean.
Well, that's handy.
That's really handy.
That's great. All right.
Hand it back to Jackson.
It didn't make any difference mechanically, but in the description of the fight in the Hall of Open Secrets during that fight,
Yeah.
we did RP that the tabard and the cloak is gone.
Yeah.
So Jackson is just going to kind of put this on, and this is the new look.
Okay.
It's very becoming on you.
I don't think this is why we're here, but I'll take it.
No, I just wanted to give you a cool robe, man. What else do you want? No, I'm kidding. Kidding.
Now you'll talk to me about this?
Only for goofs.
Really?
It's only for goofs.
We were a bad influence on you.
Yes. That will certainly not have ramifications on the rest of the world at large.
I guess it's better for God to be funny, but... All right. All right, one more. Let's go that way.
Okay. You head to the southeast room. You find yourselves in what is very clearly a barracks. It is almost completely neatly put together. There are beds lining each wall with a chest at the foot of each bed. There is a bed out of place over next to one wall. There is, a 2 chests stacked up on top of a bed. But in the center of this room, there's the brazier.
I still have detect magic up. Do I see magic in this room?
You detect evocation magic coming from the brazier, but that's it. It is also worth noting, as you walk into this room, the back half of the room, much like the foyer that you were in, is hacked off at the back. So you are looking into that inky void of the cavern.
Does it look like... I don't know why I'm asking this in character. Does it look like a rock slide or like a giant sword magically cut through this? Is it clean?
No, it is not clean at all. It is a jagged edge that marks the edge of this room.
Okay.
There's some magic. You said the magic was coming from the brazier, right?
Yes, evocation.
There's magic in that brazier.
It's
elemental.
I hope so. We need it to open the door. Is the wood in the brazier? I throw a rock. I pick up a little rock, and I throw it into the brazier, and I wait for the goop. Does it get stuck in translucent goop?
You toss a rock into the brazier, and you hear clang, clang, tunk, 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 as the rock hits the metal and then hits a couple pieces of wood.
Well, the wood's in there. All right. You want to light it, or you want to be ready?
I'll light it.
All right, go ahead. I'll pull out my scythe.
Okay.
I'll climb up to the brazier and ching, ching, ching.
You climb on up to the brazier. You light it without incident. Same as before, it takes a second for that fire to catch, but once it catches, it goes up in a brilliant golden flame, which is when you hear the squealing as a piece of wood bends in half and opens, revealing teeth. Roll for initiative.
The wood is a mimic! The wood is a mimic!
All right. Anybody over a 15?
21.
Okay.
17.
Okay. That is the exact same initiative as last time. Love it. Jackson, you're first. Let me roll fire damage for the mimic.
Please do.
For the mimic to take fire damage?
Yes, because it's in the middle of a bunch of fire.
That's true.
It has taken fire damage. Jackson, you're up.
All right. So, wait, did it grab Addie and pull her in, or did we just know there's teeth now?
You just know there's teeth.
Okay. I will bonus action and throw the book at it.
Okay.
I cast Spiritual Weapon. And roll to attack. 19.
Hit.
9 points of force damage. I misread that symbol. All right, and then I'm just going to run up to it and slice it a couple of times.
Okay.
So that's a 20 to hit and a 23 to hit.
Yep.
It's going to be a total of 28 damage.
Okay.
Magical slashing. And then I'm going to take my reaction and drop into parry stance.
All right. Addie, you're up.
I could just fireball the thing.
You could. You absolutely
Yeah,
could. That's
I'm
not
gonna
going to do
fireball
anything
the thing.
bad here.
16 is the dex.
Fail. Go ahead and roll damage.
Do I need to save?
Yes.
Dex save. Dex save. 16?
That's the DC. So you're half damage, and then half damage again. So quarter damage.
That's going to be 34 fire damage.
It's dead.
Cool. So then 34 to 17 to 9. I will take 9 fire damage.
I'm so sorry,
And then I
Jackson.
will
Did I send you?
That was
Make my
how much
con-
was that total, Christina? 34?
34.
Okay, great.
I maintain concentration on enhanceability.
Cool. So what you notice is that you absolutely do roast that mimic, and it dies in the fire. And you roast Jackson, which is unfortunate. But you also roast the mimic that's that second chest at the end of one of the beds.
Oh!
And that one's coming for Addie, naturally. And then that bed that was askew is going right after Jackson.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how this works.
Yep.
All right. Well.
Okay, so
Still Addie's turn.
Still
it is.
Addie's
It's
turn.
still Addie's turn.
Oh Oh, gosh.
You got a bonus in any movement you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
I do have a bonus. I want to... I can't remember. Is my Rusty Bag of Tricks a bonus action or an action?
Yep, action.
Okay. All right. That's what I thought. Okay. That's fine. I am going to Misty Step away from Jackson.
Okay.
Sorry, not Misty Step, benign transportation.
Okay.
So the mimic that was going after me can still see me,
Okay.
but has a longer distance to run to get to me.
So you bounce towards the back of the room. Is that your turn then? Okay. With that in mind, that mimic has absolutely no way of getting to you, so it is going to turn onto Jackson.
Totally fine.
Okay.
Bring it.
All right. First attack. Let's take a look here. 18 to hit.
Nope.
Okay.
Bounces off the armor.
21.
Miss. My AC is 22 because of parry stance.
Bullshit. Fine. Whatever.
I forgot how impressive your AC is.
God, I'm gonna...
He does one thing.
Yep.
He does it well.
He does it real well.
Jackson, you're up.
Great. So there's two now, and they're both around me. So the scythe parries the last mimic away, and I just am coming back at that one on the backswing.
Yep.
I imagine it's pretty singed.
One of them is very singed. Are you going after that one?
Yeah, I'm going after the singed one, the
'Kay.
one that looks...
Absolutely. Yep.
18 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
16 damage.
Cool.
And then second attack, I will try to kill that one then.
Yep.
29 to hit.
Yep.
12 damage.
Dead.
Cool.
The fake chest melts at your feet into a gray amorphous goo.
Oh, why is it so much goo? Why? All right. And then I will bonus action, spiritual weapon, attack the other one.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be a 16.
Yes.
7 points of force damage.
Cool.
And then I will not spend my reaction, because if this thing runs past me, I want to swing at it.
Okay, cool. Addie, you're up.
All right, so the bed's left.
Yes.
All right, how bad is it looking?
Not terribly bad at all. Jackson just got the first hit on it.
Can I move into a position where I can hit it with...
I'm going to save you a lot of questions. If it's an area of effect, you're hitting Jackson too. These two are in direct melee combat. There is no way that you can guarantee Jackson's safety if you're trying to do an AoE.
Then I'm going to hit it with a firebolt, I guess.
Okay, sounds good.
That is a... that's only going to be a 15.
That'll hit.
Oh, cool! That is 10 damage.
Cool.
Fire.
It's still up. And now it is its turn. It is going to attack Jackson.
Great. Bring it.
Like, huge miss.
Huge miss.
Huge
well, it is
miss.
a bed. I just sidestep away from the banister, I guess. It's fine.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to destroy it.
Mm-hmm.
First attack's a 28.
Yep.
Second attack is a 24.
Mm-hmm.
Max damage, 32.
Woo!
Still up.
Okay. The book will attack it. 18.
That'll hit.
6
It's dead.
damage. Okay.
It had 33.
Perfect. Chase, could you narrate for me how the spiritual weapon cleric book destroys the bed mimic with force damage?
You go in, and it is a very definitive 1-2 slice, and this thing starts oozing a gray and purple blood just everywhere. And then the book just comes in from above and breaks the bed in half. This thing folds up, teeth rising out of the fake sheets, and then slowly melts back down to nothing.
Just kind of give it a second and wait for something else to have teeth.
Is the brazier still lit?
The brazier is lit.
Yay!
All right, I think we're good. God damn, drink another health potion. I bust into the sixer that Zephyr gave me 50 episodes ago.
Yep. Top one off.
I'm sorry I singed you. I just got freaked out by the mimic.
It's okay. I point to the breastplate that's kind of like ripples red constantly, like gradients through it, constantly and consistently. This thing's pretty cool. Currently, fire's not a terrible thing.
Okay, awesome.
I mean, it's not the first time I've been fireballed, and it certainly won't be the last.
I'm still sorry.
It's okay. Thank you. Do you want to go see if the door opened?
Yes, please.
Okay, let's go.
The two of you make your way back to the central hallway. All three of the ruby fires have been lit beneath the fresco of Amareya Dejani. A simple hand on the door gives it way, and it opens.
Let's see what God's got for us.
You find yourself in a small chamber, occupied by a single chest in the middle of the room and a sentinel at the back. It is clad in gold armor, reminiscent of your own armor, Jackson, but it is full plate instead, with a helm very clearly inspired by a dragon. It carries a massive golden sword as well. Its head rises and looks at you.
Foreman, welcome.
Hello.
Our Lord speaks to us. I have awakened again.
Great. Do we have to fight?
I would rather not, for you are my foreman.
Cool. I like that plan. Great.
You can feel the raised eyebrow beneath the armor.
Very well. This is for you.
And the being lays its hand upon the chest.
Great. Thanks. Do you have a name? I'm Jackson. This is Addie.
Addie waves.
I am Noon.
Are you bound here, Noon?
No longer. My foreman has come to relieve me. I am to gather the others.
Others?
Others.
Others. Others. I like others.
The Knights of Amareya Dejani will ride soon. Darkness falls across this land, and it is our duty, our privilege, to bring the sun again. The craft shall return to its craft, and I shall call my brethren. But I am to leave these with you and yours.
And at the yours, this being nods its head low, and you can see just through its visor 2 burning eyes.
I am to leave now, though. Take care. I shall see you soon.
This being in golden armor walks past the two of you, no longer acknowledging either, and makes its way to the forge.
Hey, Addie.
Yeah.
Do I have an army?
I mean, that's what it sounded like. I still have detect magic up, by the way.
That guy was magic as fuck. All of the magics.
Okay.
Specifically necromancy.
Oh!
Yep. Yeah.
And there is a whole heap of magic coming off of that chest as well. Specifically what's inside.
Okay.
So, Noon reminds me of Cinder Pope.
Mm-hmm. Because you said that, give me a religion check.
Cool. I will do that thing that I'm so very bad at. Can't make this shit up. That's a 0.
Yay! I love that for me. You think of Cinder Pope, you don't know what that means. You don't know
No,
why
I
you
don't.
thought of him other than it's like, just another guy I found in a temple. Weird.
Yeah.
Why does that keep happening?
Weird. I keep finding undead things in Amareya temples. Okay, cool.
Addie, you can see that you said there's magic on him.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I pick up a rock off the floor and throw it at the chest.
It does not stick to it.
Are there teeth?
No.
Jackson walks up to the chest given to him by Amareya, and he kind of instinctively pulls from his pack the key that was left for him at the Crucible of Light, and just goes for it. Is there a lock or anything, or does...
There is.
Okay. Come on, Johnny. This would be great if this just worked.
Pops right open.
Hey.
Good looking out, Johnny.
And you open this chest, and it is massive. Like, this is like a casket. Within the casket, you find 4 shields. One that takes the form of a finely polished piece of granite. One that takes the form of an obsidian hand with a jewel set inside. One that looks like a massive ruby red dragon scale. The final, a lapis lazuli square with a citrine eye embedded in the middle.
Well, I guess it's not every day you find magical artifacts of God. Okay, great. Great.
I don't know if I have to tell you this, but you definitely feel a pull towards that scale.
Addie, can you can you tell anything about these?
Yeah, I can. I actually have more than enough spell slots left to cast Identify.
Okay. You are standing before 4 shields. The stalwart stone, the balanced scale, the nimble palm, and the final sight. All 4 of these are animated shields.
Oh, shit.
For those who do not know...
Shit is right!
For those who do not know, an animated shield is a shield you do not need proficiency to use, and you do not need a hand to use.
Yeah, it just floats in the fucking air.
It just floats there.
They are all activated by a single word, and they go for 10 rounds of combat, I believe, and then they either fall back to your hand or on the ground. And then you can just say the word again, and then they fly back again. These are all animated shields.
I mentioned that, and I looked very specifically at Jackson, and I'm like, so you don't want to use the word shit.
These are +2 animated shields.
Ooh!
The balanced scale grants a +2 to your wisdom score. The stalwart stone grants a +2 to constitution.
Wow.
The patient palm grants a +2 to dex.
Oh, dang.
The final sight allows the user to use a pocket dimension to teleport across the battlefield 3 times a day.
So they're really good, is what you're telling me, Addie?
Addie sets them back in the box very carefully, and then just out of sheer overwhelmingness of how good these things are, kind of falls to the ground and on her butt. Yeah, they're real good.
I should note that all of those stat boosts do ignore limits as well.
Damn. Hot damn. All right.
Oh, Amareya, did Johnny's really looking out for you?
Damn straight. Thanks, God. Just kind of look up. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Damn it, Gary.
Hey, look. I gotta make the jokes. What? I'm gonna leave you guys to be the funny ones?
It was pretty good. It was pretty good.
Thank you.
All right, so I'm taking all of them.
Naturally.
Naturally. I'm
When
taking
you
all of them.
pick up the balanced scale, Jackson,
Yeah.
as you tilt it away, that same fire that filled the braziers alights within the shield itself, and a symbol appears on the front of it. And it is a symbol you are familiar with, because Zephyr got it tattooed on him not too long ago, and so did you, and so did Mordecai. The symbol of Aegis appears on the shield.
That's so fucking awesome!
I don't have to tell you what word you have to say to activate this is.
I imagine the shield that Jackson's been having is kind of like the one that Captain America uses in Infinity War that just kind of covers just his arm and kind of comes to a point.
Yep.
Like kind of that. So Jackson just unstraps it, and like time just kind of slows down for a minute as he just says, Aegis.
It flies in the air and just starts circling around you.
And I'll lift my hand up and slip it on.
Fits like a glove. Like it was made for you hundreds of years ago.
Okay, I'll turn around to Addie and, well, I guess this is the look now.
And you see Jackson standing there, clad in his armor with the robe of the foreman, carrying a shield that is made, as far as you can tell, literally out of dragon scale.
It's a damn good look.
Thanks. Well, I think this is what we came here for. Wow. Okay. This has been a time. I double-checked the box, the casket. I assume there's nothing else in there. I would have seen it.
Yeah. No, there's nothing.
The armor that you described and everything with it was part of Noon.
Yes.
So that's gone. So there's nothing else to find in here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, where are we going now?
Let's go back upstairs. Well, not upstairs, but out to the main room. I think we're going to find out that this place is looking a little better now.
All right.
So we'll go back out and we'll go back into the the way we came in.
Yep. You walk back into the forge. How do you guys get out? Because you are standing at the bottom of a 100-foot tall shaft.
I have another dimension door.
Okay.
Perfect.
You shoot Archie back up, and he heads back to the ground, and you are able to lasso your way back onto terra firma.
Jackson just kind of is out there staring up at the tower. I guess I expected it to be more alive, but sometimes a ruin's just a ruin.
You never know. Things can be refurbished. Think about it. The god for this place was locked in a cell for how many years?
Yeah. We'll come back. I'll take a minute, and on the map I have, try to just quickly sketch out in my notes somewhere, like, here's what it looked like, here's where the doors were, here's where the entrance probably is under the rubble, so that, worst case.
I will help Jackson by casting Minor Illusion.
To bring up a map of the place?
Not necessarily a map of the place, but when, Jackson's having a hard time remembering where things were, I'll just, pop, okay, here's where it was. Here's the outlay.
Yeah.
Give me a sleight of hand, Jackson.
Has it been an hour?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
This?
It has been an hour.
Okay. Then enhanceability is away. Sleight of hand? 15.
15. You draw it out, and it's not bad. It does kind of have the vague shape of a shield.
Oh, that looks like the shield from... Oh, just look at my arm. Oh, I get it. God. Nice. All right. You're funny, God. Good job. All right.
Do you know where we're meeting the others?
We said we'd meet at the gates of Bulwark, and I don't know if we want to go straight there. Can you do that? Can you just take us straight there?
I can get us back to Everburn. I know Zephyr's there, and I won't be able to get us there till tomorrow morning, but I can get us into Everburn Hall.
Okay, we can go in the morning. That's fine. We'll just camp, I guess. Oh, shoot. I guess we should camp inside. It's warmer.
Yeah, it might be. I'll cast Dimension Door again. I have another spell slot.
You set up camp in the forge. And Jackson, you were correct to do so, because you can see through the smokestack a gentle snow starts falling over the course of the night. It is a cold and bitter night above. However, the radiant fire of Amareya Dejani keeps you well warm through the night. Eventually, the snow does abate, and you can see lights trickle in from above once again. As the two of you arise to meet the day, and you have a quiet and hurried breakfast, Addie takes her time and draws out a massive rune on the ground, the like of which, Jackson, you have never seen before. And very quickly, she is ready to go.
That's a lot. Wow.
So just giving you a heads up, you're going to get really cold, and it's going to be really bright, and then you're going to feel like you're rushing really fast, and then we're just going to be there. So you need to brace yourself.
All right, will do. As Addie starts to cast the last things, and Jackson just kind of puts a hand on her back and pulls her in and just says, "May I?"
You may.
And as the magic of the teleportation circle happens, they finally kiss.
Thank you for joining us here on Another Path. You can find our website and merch store at anotherpathpodcast.com, on Twitter at anotherpathpod, and our network at ghostlightmedia.net. You can support our efforts by donating at patreon.com/ghostlightmedia. A very special thanks to our donor, Nathan N., or by giving us a rating and review over on Apple Podcasts or whatever podcatcher will let you. You can find me on Twitter at TQLoudly, Ryan at RyanRolled20, and Christina at Phoenix Stargirl. We'll be back in 2 weeks with a new episode, and until then, remember that there is power in anticipation.
This has been a Ghostlight Media production.